From the Global View Databases dashboard, click the Monitor button and choose Oracle. A pop-up appears. A link is available at the top of the pop-up to add multiple agents. In this example, we'll add only a single agent. A link below that allows the user to choose which agent manager to install the agent on. We will use the default in this example. There are two radio buttons giving the user the option to load a TNS file or to enter connection details. In this example, we will enter the connection details of the host, port, and either the server's name or the SID. Next, enter the user ID and password. Then select the Use SSL checkbox if appropriate. At the bottom of the pop-up is a link to edit the listener, a link to choose which alarm template should be assigned, and a checkbox to override the agent name with a custom name. To the right of the panel, there is the option to add SQL PI. Click the blue text to accept the license agreement for SQL PI. A license pop-up may appear if this is the first time SQL PI has been added to this type of agent. Click the Accept button. On the panel, the Agent Manager hosts available to add the SQL PI repository agents to, and the associated SQL PI repository server are listed. When more than one Agent Manager is connected, then multiple rows are shown. Click the Radio button and then click the Apply button. Next, enter the connection details for the SQL Server instance that will be used for this repository. If a repository were already associated on this VGLAM or other agents were configured, then these fields would not be editable. Enter in the connection details, including the server name, port, and login information. The connection type can be either SQL Server or Active Directory authentication. Click the Next button once this is complete. On the next screen, we will enter in the SQL PI schema details. Since this will be a new install, we will use the Radio button to create a new PI repository database. We will use the default database name as well as the primary file group and transaction log locations. These optionally can be changed. We must also add in the name of the folder on which the SQL Server server where the raw 1-minute data will be written. Had a SQL Server repository database for Oracle agents already existed, we could alternatively have used the second Radio button and choose from a pull-down of databases. Each monitored agent type, SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, SSAS, would use a different database in the repository instance. Once this panel is complete, click the Finish button. In the next panel, a validation pop-up appears to confirm that the new database should be created. Click the OK button to proceed. Next, use the checkbox to decide if OS monitoring will be enabled. Then click the Specify OS Credentials link to choose the OS credential to connect with. The user has the option to enter one of several types of credentials, or to choose a stored credential that has previously been used in the system. In this example, we enter a username and password. Then click Apply. The VMware checkbox and link can be used if the Oracle instance is located in VMware and an ESX login is available. Click the Monitor button. In the final pop-up, click the Add Another Database button or Close. After a moment, the new agent will appear in the dashboard and begin monitoring.